Hi everybody, it's me Liz with 143 Handmade and my purple snowman journals. I'm finishing them up today. I just took some homemade alcohol ink. This is just a regular, isopropyl alcohol that you can get at any store. And inside I have added, I don't think you guys can really see down in there, but in there is the felt inside bits of any kind of purple, alcohol-based purple marker that I could get my hands on. I went through my junk drawer, pulled out all my purple pens, and so because of that, it's not a consistent ink, which I love. I love that I never know exactly what color it's going to be, but, some people would be very frustrated by that. They want to, get a consistent color. So, that's my first little tip about, the alcohol ink for the day. And because it is a homemade ink with a bunch of different commercial inks put together into it, essentially, you get this variation in color. And you can see as it's drying, I'm getting this darker purple edge, and then I'm getting lighter bits and more pinker bits, and some are more blue, because the pigments are separating. And like I said, I love it. I like it. But not everybody does. So just bear that in mind if you make your own alcohol inks, that you will have either use all of the same type of marker. Like if you use purple Sharpies, use the same purple Sharpie, in it, and you'll get a consistent ink. But if you mix the felt insides out of several different brands of markers, that kind of stuff, you're going to end up with some variation like this. So all I did was I just took my little pipette, and I have this plastic sheet that I stuck in here so that way it wouldn't bleed through onto the pages, and I just dribbled it along the outside. And I love how it's drying on the denim. You're getting variation in color even on the denim. That's super cool. And so, and then when that started to bleed through a little bit, but it wasn't very consistent. And so I went ahead and I flipped it over, and I added just a little bit along these two because the front edge had actually come through no problem. But I added that little bit, and then I went onto the back, and I got a little carried away on the back. So this part is all saturated. But, I think I'm going to like it. So we'll see. We'll see after it dries, My journals are only finished when I like them, when I feel like they're done. I don't have a set, steps, and once I finish those steps, they're done. That's not how I work. So that's where that sits. And I believe it's dry enough that I can close the cover. If not, it'll bleed through just a little bit, and that'll be cool too. So there's that one all finished and ready to go. And then there's this one that's all finished and ready to go. And just in case this is your first time here, this one is made out of a recycled shipping bag, an envelope that you would just get anything shipped to you in. This is it. I upcycled it into this lovely journal cover. And right here in the spine, a little tip, if you're going to do that, is to add a piece of fabric where you're going to be punching for your journals, where your journal pages are going to be anchored into. So that way you're not just anchoring through the shipping, cardboard, paper, whatever it is. Add that fabric and add a fair amount of glue along your spine, because that will give it some rigidity. That will give it some, some strength, and your pages won't pull out through that fabric. So here's my lovely purple snowman journals. Gotta say, for one of my first kits, I'm pretty proud of this. I'm really proud of how it came out. It's nice and diverse, but it all matches all at the same time, And so I'm very, very happy about it. Very satisfied with how it turned out. And I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for all your support. I really do genuinely appreciate every single second we spend together. You guys have so many choices, more choices now than ever before of how to spend your streaming time. And so the fact that you choose to spend any of it with me, I cannot tell you how much that means to me. I'm genuinely grateful. So I have a big announcement coming up in January. I'm not going to share yet. Just going to wait for the new year. But do have big news coming. Okay, so in both of these journals, I've included a packet that has all of the doodads that came with the kits that I didn't use, and then also just a bunch of the scraps and whatnots, to embellish your journal even more. Thank you so much for joining me. I can't tell y'all how much I appreciate you, and all the support. Oh, and don't forget, even when I forget to put a video up, to post a video, to make an announcement or anything, there is a Freebie Friday. I'm doing the Freebie Fridays over there on my coffee shop. There's something new every week that's free. So go ahead and don't forget to go check it out. And I'm working to get my email newsletter set up, and a bunch of things are in the works. So can't wait to hang out with you guys some more, and I will see you again soon.